How are we all doing? Jackson here, just doing a live. Oh. Jackson here, just doing a live reaction. If I can get my mic to work, just doing a live reaction to the Xbox and Bethesda Developer Direct. I'm not sure what the audio is going to sound like. My headphones need a battery. I think they're okay. They keep cutting out. Apologies if the audio is all messed up. This is my first live reaction, so I might have to be tweaking with the audio just to try and get a good balance. Let's see if the subtitles are okay. If they're annoying, I'll just turn them off. Oh, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Not quite sure what is up in my headset. I think it might actually just be running low on batteries, but it's not the end of the world. It's just easier to hear with the headset on. If it plays up, I'll just take it off. How are we all doing this evening? I'm hoping everyone's having a good Wednesday and excited for this. I'm just hoping for games, like most people that own an Xbox or are interested in Xbox. We just want games. And it's a meme, isn't it? We all know it's a meme, but it is struggling at the moment. It does need some games, really. Yes, Games Pass is good, but let's see what they're bringing to the table today. I was watching some of the IGN developer stuff earlier on their channel. It looks like they've got a whole big conference space booked out for this, so I'm expecting it's going to be reasonably good. I've seen some rumours on what might be dropping, but I've not fully deep dived into it because I wanted to sort of stay spoiler free if possible. Try and stay spoiler free if possible, so I've not really been looking too much on the internet to see what's going to potentially come. Oh, exciting.
Executive producer of Minecraft Legends.
I'm starting off with Minecraft.
Give you an insider's look at how we're building the PvP multiplayer experience for the game. Minecraft Legends is a new action strategy game set in a lush, dynamic world. It introduces epic storytelling, and you can form alliances with new and familiar Minecraft mobs to stop the invading piglins.
It's a strategy game, isn't it? I've not actually played this.
Campaign as an online co-op experience together with your friends. And it will also feature a PvP gameplay mode where 2 teams with up to 4 players each work to destroy the opponent's team space. The game will support cross-platform play and online matchmaking.
Decent.
In order to create the best possible experience, we partnered with Blackbird Interactive to develop the game. And it's been wonderful to see their commitment and focus on the Minecraft universe.
It's so much fun to be working with Mojang Studios on Minecraft Legends.
Here at Blackbird Interactive, we have a talented team of developers who are using our background in strategy games to bring a new and exciting experience to the Minecraft universe.
We're super excited to share more details about PvP gameplay.
PvP, nice.
There are some really cool features that make PvP unique.
First off, players share their army and resources with their team. This means that individual players aren't able to win on their own. They must cooperate to be successful.
Nice.
Communication is really important, and you can sort of really tell the teams that gel together because they naturally form roles at the beginning of the game, and as soon as we start, you're off collecting, I start building. We have our favourite roles, but we change them up.
Also, the world in PvP is procedurally generated,
Cool.
just like it is in campaign.
I mean, it looks pretty cool. It's not really for me, but it looks pretty cool.
That it's different every time you play, depending on how the map is generated, where the valleys are, the mountains are, where the secrets are, you know, where the towers are.
In Minecraft Legends, the piglins are an ever-present threat, and this includes PvP.
The piglins are on their own side.
Uh-oh.
They're trying to kill both of you at the same time.
So the opposing team is not the only thing you need to worry about.
Beware of the piglins.
Oh, Jesus.
In PvP, there's something for everyone. For players who like action, they can go attack the piglins or lay siege to the enemy base. For players who enjoy exploration, they can search the world to find resources for their team, hidden treasure chests, or scout the enemy base.
Gathering resources to help the team out, that's super important. But whenever I get into a PvP match, the first thing I try to do is to track down the Regal Tiger. It's my favorite mob to ride because
That's
it's
pretty
really
cool.
fast, but it's also really cute.
For players who like building, you can spend your time building defenses and upgrading your base, because soon enough your enemy will attack, and you need to be ready.
Nice.
So the first thing I do when we start is everyone runs off. I open the map, see where the enemy base is. First thing I build is what we call an upgrade tower, where it allows you to build upgrades. So I place that at the back, away from the enemy.
So it's like an RTS, really, isn't it? Like old school RTS.
You know, impenetrable bases.
Since the goal of PvP is to destroy the opposing team's base, defending your own base is really important. You have to start with a lot of walls, a lot of towers, and some gates. After that, you can just add whatever you want, freestyle it a bit. I like to add different layers of walls, so my opponents have to find their way through to my base, almost like a maze.
And then once those walls are up, I like to actually hide my ice traps behind them to catch enemies off guard.
When it comes time to finally take out the other team, my favorite strategy is to make a forward camp just outside the enemy base. Then I get the biggest, strongest mobs I can as fast as I can and start sending them in. Then I can smash down the walls.
Pretty frantic, ain't it? Yeah, it looks pretty good.
The real fun of PvP is creating a strategy, having a game plan, deciding how you think you're going to crush the enemy, and then all of a sudden the hosts tell you,
The opposing team just built a redstone launcher.
and you're like, I can't do my attack
Oh,
now.
no.
I've got to like build an anti-siege tower, which is an anti-air tower, to stop the redstone launchers. You just have to be constantly changing your tactics. And sometimes you like have no idea what they're doing. And then you certainly find out very quickly. Resources?
A while back, we had somebody on our dev team use a strategy where they built a bunch of what are called plank golems, which are archers. So they're very weak, but they do a high amount of damage. And he had 40 of them, and he just ran through our base, ran around our tower, and took out our entire tower.
Always love a good rush strategy.
And that's why we still love playing it every day, because every game is different. You never know what's going to happen.
Nothing like rushing the opponent in an RTS and getting them off guard. Minecraft Legends. April 18th, wow. It's pretty close. Pre-order or play with Game Pass. Nice. I'm guessing most of this is going to be Game Pass anyway, isn't it? I mean, it looked pretty cool. Might give it a try. You never know. I do like real-time strategy. I'm not really a Minecraft kind of guy, but I do like real-time strategy.
Hi everyone, I'm Chris Sasaki, and welcome to Turn 10 Studios. The team is hard at work bringing you the next generation of Forza Motorsport, built from the ground up to take advantage of the Xbox Series consoles.
Nice.
This is the most technically advanced racing game ever made. Today, I'm joined by some of our amazing team members to show you how we are making it look real, sound real, and feel real. This is Forza Motorsport.
Forza always looks gorgeous, don't it? Always looks good.
At launch, Forza Motorsport features over 500 cars for you to collect, race, and customize with more than 800 unique upgrades.
Nice.
This includes over 100 new to motorsport cars, the most modern race cars we've ever featured on our roster. Racing is violent. It's a battle on the racetrack. The advancements in our physics model are greater than Forza Motorsport 5, 6, and 7 combined. This makes our driving experience more fun and rewarding in the way the car accelerates, corners, and brakes. Our materials and shaders are built from the ground up at higher resolutions and optimized for a cutting-edge ray tracing experience.
I'm not quite sure on this dubstep though.
Using a spectrophotometer to capture multiple data points of light behavior on a surface. This yields a paint model that has a much more realistic light response across color, metal flake, and gloss. Damage and dirt buildup is unique to each car. It's now contextually aware and more localized. We simulate paint thickness, chipping, and directionality. Dirt accumulation is more realistic, gathering more in the low-pressure areas like recesses and alcoves. These innovations tell the story of the work you put into a race and reflects the marks and battle scars of motorsport.
This is our best sounding Forza Motorsport ever, and the first to be mixed natively for immersive audio formats like Windows Sonic and Dolby Atmos.
It's pretty cool.
To create an immersive soundscape, each audio system has been rebuilt from the ground up to deliver a new level of sonic depth and authenticity for our players. Modifying car parts like your exhaust and turbo change the car sounds in Forza Motorsport, just like it would in the real world. Every car now has a variety of sound possibilities based on the parts you've installed. Hardware-accelerated convolution reverb accurately reproduces how sounds in Forza interact within an acoustic space, dynamically adapting to its surroundings and creating a realistic and detailed soundscape. New features like our regional track announcer system and improved tire and suspension audio bring a new level of realism to the game. Hear Forza Motorsport like never before. Every tire squeal, every engine, lap after lap.
Don't know about you, chat, but for me, just standard racing like Sims doesn't really do it for me. I prefer Forza Horizon.
With 20 environments built from the ground up for this generation. You'll get to race on iconic fan favorites, as well as 5 all-new to motorsport locations, including our first in South Africa, Kyalami. We capture our environments to an incredible level of detail. When we reference a track, our team comes back with over 3
Looks good for any car buffs out there, though. It looks like a good game, doesn't it?
And laser scan data. Through the power of the Xbox Series consoles, we're able to use this data to draw up to 10 times more detail than previous generations. You'll see lush trees, dense grass and overgrowth vegetation, animated track life, physically based lighting and volumetric fog effects, and a fully procedural cloud system that evolves organically.
Nice.
Tracks look alive, sound alive, and feel alive with cutting-edge visuals and crowds consisting of tens of thousands of fully animated 3D spectators, so you're always immersed in the pure spectacle of racing. For the first time in Forza Motorsport, fully dynamic time of day with weather ensures a constantly evolving racing experience where no 2 laps ever look the same. Meanwhile, dynamic track temperatures, wet driving surfaces, and rubbering in ensure that no 2 laps ever play the same. I love the detail our talented team of artists have built into Kailana. Fast forward to night, and the vista is truly breathtaking. You can see the distant light glows of the city, a beautiful visual touch. Even the Kailami logo itself creates visual impact every time you see it, thanks to ray-traced global illumination, which simulates how hundreds of thousands of light rays accumulate color as they bounce between surfaces. We're rendering all our environments in 4K at 60 FPS.
Oh, baby.
Real-time ray tracing on track to create true-to-life reflections on all smooth mirror and flat glass surfaces. With the incredible detail and rendering features of our track environments, Forza Motorsport is truly a generational leap ahead, with unmatched visual fidelity and authenticity.
Forza Motorsport is back, and it's our most comprehensive game ever, with over 500 cars and 20 environments, with more new race cars than ever before. You can experience all of this in our incredible new online racing mode and in our all-new car-building focused single-player career. We cannot wait for you to get your hands on this incredible game.
I mean, it does look good, but they always look good. I mean, yeah, it's not for me, this game. But if you're, let's say, if you're a car buff, then I mean, it looks fantastic, doesn't it? The Forza always does, and that's the thing. So there's nothing really there to say.
Yep, that's me. And you're probably wondering how I ended up here. Well, it's pretty standard. Check this out. Music player in my chest. It's powering up my new robot arm.
It's like Jet Set Radio or something.
It's making everything sync up with the beats. Let's rock. This is awesome. That's the defense.
What in the hell am I looking at?
The name's Chai, not defense.
Chai.
We'll take down this company, one boss at a time. Just so you know, they're insane.
Ooh, copyright music. Oh. Hi-Fi Rush.
Future Rockstar.
Future Rockstar.
I'm Shinji Mikami.
Something different.
At Tang Gameworks. Thank you for all your support over the years.
And I'm John Johannes, director on Hi-Fi Rush. Chill out! Come fight!
まあね、このゲームを僕が作ってたら、もう全然違うゲームになってたと思う。だけどこういうゲームがね、生まれて本当に良かったね。
It is a cool art design.
So everyone thinks of us as putting out horror games like The Evil Within or spooky games like Ghostwire Tokyo, but this is clearly something totally different. And if this game hasn't already leaked, fingers crossed, we hope it's a pleasant surprise. Let's have some fun.
まあ僕はね、本当に新しいものができて、未だにワクワクして
I mean, everything leaks these days, right? People just can't help themselves.
そう思ってますよ。So we've been waiting for this for a long time. So let's jump in and explain exactly what Hi-Fi Rush is.
Please do.
Hi-Fi Rush is a rhythm action game. So it's a bit of a twist on your traditional action game. Here, your moves and attacks help create a living soundtrack. That means all your flashy moves, stylish and devastating combos,
A
and
rhythm action game.
the more you flow with the beat, the better you can connect your do syncs up like an awesome music video. That's Hi-Fi Rush. You play as Chai, a wannabe rock star and victim of a weird corporate experiment that lets him sense the rhythm of the entire world pulsing to the game soundtrack. As you can see, the beat moves the world around you and is the key to combat.
You looking for me?
Your attacks will automatically sync to land on the beat, making Hi-Fi Rush a super easy game to start playing. However, attacking on the beat leads to combos that end with a musical countdown we call a beat hit. Make a big simple
I mean, it's quite a cool gimmick.
like this. Landing beat hits unleash a combo finish that adds a unique musical flair and high damage attacks.
And the crowd goes wild.
Chai, chai.
Oh, anyone see the guy that did this?
How about we see it all in action?
Please.
Bring it on.
You're never restrained by the music. You can jump, dodge, parry, and attack whenever you want, using whatever attacks you want. It's not about mashing buttons. The key here is feeling the beat.
My only worry here, chat, is
Isn't blocked by missing the beat, but you get rewarded
does it
with
just get a bit same old
for
same? Like the enemy variety needs to be pretty good, bosses, that kind of stuff.
When we say everything moves to the beat, we mean it. Enemy attacks, cutscenes, dangerous obstacles.
I do respect the fact that they're showing gameplay though, and it's a new IP.
To help out is 808, your robot cat companion who literally hovers over your shoulder and helps you find that rhythm. But we also have visual guides to help you even more.
It's a bit too much going on for me though. I don't know if I could deal with it.
You're a Rhythm Pro or not.
I look so cool doing this.
Chai also gets by with a little help from his friends. Literally.
Get up, slacker. We've got work to do.
Chai will team up with unlikely allies to expand his repertoire of moves both in and out of combat. There's Peppermint breaking barriers and juggling enemies, along with Macaron smashing enemy armor and knocking back enemies. Tag teaming with Chai's partners and attacks opens up huge possibilities for dynamic combos and over-the-top action.
Cool. Online co-op.
That's not bad.
I'll just say AI.
The extra help is handy, because when you're not fighting, you're going to be running around and wreaking havoc all over Vandellay's corporate headquarters, where everything is trying to take you down. You and your partners have a singular goal in mind: taking down the bosses of Vandelay Technologies. Besides wanting to erase Chai for being a defect, it seems they've got something a little bit more sinister on their corporate agenda. You'll fight through each department to take them all on, each level with their own musical spin on the rock genre. And then we have a showdown.
So let's get ready to crumble.
Boss battles are climactic set pieces, varying from straight-up fights and musical minigames to chase sequences. Custom choreographed to licensed music from amazing artists. Hi-Fi Rush is like nothing we've made at Tango before. And we think it's like nothing you've ever played before either. It's a high-energy, feel-good rhythm action experience that's amazingly satisfying to play.
Pretty rock star move, Chai.
もしね、ハイファイラッシュでお客さんから怖いって言われたら、俺もう死んじゃうかも。他にもびっくりさせることあると思うんだけど、例えば猫とか撫でれたりするの。
やそれは当たり前でしょうね。いやでももう一つのサプライズは
here we
あ
go.
りますよ。
まあこれはジョンのゲームだからジョンからどうぞ。
So, not only we're super psyched for you to play this, we're happy to tell you that you can play Hi-Fi Rush
Oh,
tonight.
shadow drop.
Not a demo, the full game. Seriously.
Damn.
It launches on Xbox and PC a few hours after the show.
Oof.
And yes, it'll be on Game Pass as well.
We hope you enjoy playing it.
Nice. Look at that shadow drop. A full game. Damn. I mean, it's worth checking out, right? But I'm not sure if it's for me. Worth checking out, though, and I say, nice little shadow drop there. It's pretty cool.
Does that mean I have to fight?
I believe it does, sir. How about
This is entertainment.
you're going out with the trash?
Here's your Project Armstrong pass. And welcome to Vandalake Campus.
Hi-Fi Rush. Out today. Cool shadow drop. The Elder Scrolls Online.
Welcome to Hunt Valley, Maryland, and the headquarters of ZeniMax Online Studios. You just saw a cinematic teaser for the Elder Scrolls Online's next chapter.
It was
I'm pleased to
like
reveal
10 seconds
ESO
long.
Necrom, which will launch in June and is shaping up to be one of the best updates to the game ever. If you watched the teaser closely, you saw that Necrom will include one of the most requested features in ESO, a new playable class called the Arcanist.
Cool, new class.
It's only our third new class since launch, and we know you're going to love it. The Arcanist wields magic influenced by forbidden knowledge and has unique abilities never before seen in this world. Of course, the experience of exploring a new area of Tamriel is the Untitled Chapter. Necrom, not seen in an Elder Scrolls game since 1990. For those of you new to ESO, we release a new expansion called a chapter every year. Chapters are essentially standalone games in ESO that let you adventure in a new region of Tamriel. But you don't have to wait for the Necrom chapter to jump in.
Oh, shadow drop.
So many amazing experiences you can
Wow.
enjoy right now.
Fair.
If you love games like Skyrim and Oblivion, you'll feel right at home amongst the thousands of stories unfolding across every region in ESO. And as anyone who's played a classic Elder Scrolls game knows, it's all about those feelings when you're fully immersed in the world. Remember that feeling when you first encountered a dragon? We've got an entire province that's overrun by dragons. Or questioned if you were capable of taking down a frost troll in Skyrim? Try it for yourself in ESO. What about the moment you visited a city in Morrowind that was built inside the shell of a giant crab? For the Oblivion fans out there, how about another chance at taking on the colossal Daedric Prince, Mehrunes Dagon?
Pretty cool.
Just like any single-player Elder Scrolls game, you can have a blast simply by following the main quest line. Or seek out lore and learn more about the world. Become a craftsman. Go fishing. Decorate and furnish your home. Customize your character. Play it like an action RPG. And when you're ready, you can easily engage in one of the best open-world PvP systems. Run dungeons co-op with your friends for great loot.
Cool.
Or just join a guild to chat with others. The possibilities in this virtual world.
Do you know what? I've never actually played this game.
New players will immediately feel right at home because
Even though I love
RPG is one of the most, if not the most,
Elder Scrolls.
welcoming on the planet. We invite everyone who has not yet experienced ESO to give it a try and create your own stories in our shared world. There's no required subscription and thousands of hours of content to dig into, solo or with friends. Explore nearly every corner of Tamriel with no level restrictions. It's magical being able to travel almost anywhere you please from the moment you enter the world. ESO is available on PC and Mac, in addition to previous and current-gen consoles, including a purpose-built next-gen version for the Xbox Series X and S
Cool.
with high-fidelity graphics and enhanced performance modes. An added bonus for Xbox players, it's on Game Pass.
Nice.
And starting today, for a limited time, we're making all past chapters available to explore for any player.
That's cool.
So everyone can test drive all of our adventures, including our take on Skyrim, Morrowind, Oblivion, and much, much more.
There's a lot on offer though, ain't there? It's never really, I never really thought about trying it.
Continue to add to Elder Scrolls lore by
Kind of want to now. They're doing their job.
And I'm immensely proud to be a part of it.
Looks like a big commitment now.
Believe me, we have tons more to share, and I can't wait for the team to show it all to you. Join us after this show for the 2023 ESO Global Reveal, where we'll go deep into all things Necrom. Thanks. See you in Tamriel.
Problem with a game like this though, like if you jump in now, it's just like overwhelming, isn't it? I mean, it does look good, but yeah, I've never given it a try. Maybe I should. Is this the final game they're showing then tonight?
Something evil is swallowing up this place bit by bit. Nobody ever believes things can get this bad until it happens. Then, it's too late. But there are people who can fight back. Stay together! I know!
Redfall.
Welcome to Redfall, Massachusetts, where the calm seas and sunny skies have been eclipsed by a legion of vampires. Redfall is a story-driven shooter at its heart, which can be played single-player or co-op with up to 4 players.
Decent.
Choose your hero, each with their own unique abilities, and form the perfect vampire-slaying squad to take back Redfall's haunted streets.
At Arcane, we make games where the world itself is as important as the characters. With Redfall, we take an exciting step forward, building a lovingly detailed open world to deliver our largest setting ever. Every inch of our open world is carefully handcrafted and packed with environmental storytelling. Explore the streets of a quaint island town, from the once bustling downtown to the haunted forest to the decimated seaside boardwalk and gorgeously detailed landmarks.
Do you like the art design?
But it's not all danger all the time. There are safe places on the island where you can rest up, chat with survivors, and resupply. Here we're at the fire station, one of your home bases. This is one place you'll receive missions from survivors.
There's something I need you to do. The old lighthouse in the bay. It's been used for over a century to keep boats away from the coastline. If we turn it back on, it's a warning to anyone trying to come to Redfall right now. Easy, right? Well, the lighthouse keeper's a real asshole. Joined up with those cultists and took the damn lamp with him.
Go on, Bird.
Cool.
Here's a vampire known as the Shroud. Shrouds blanket the area in darkness, disorienting their prey. They hurl lethal projectiles and can even shift through the floor to avoid damage.
I mean, this looks pretty fun with your mates. Looks pretty good. Spooky, spooky. What did it say? I am the blood. The blood is a part of me, and I am the blood. Waiting for the jump scare. Oh! Get out of there, Parshu.
Bug it out.
The lighthouse is back up, but there's more waiting for you. Taking down vampires angers the vampire gods, who will summon the Rook to take you down.
The Rook. Big boy.
Let's transition to what you'll find outside of the main story missions. There's so much waiting for you. Redfall is filled with encounters that can pop up anywhere, like this brewery that's fallen under cultist control. Save the locals from being offered to the vampires.
Jesus.
Like our past games, you can approach a mission in many different ways. Always be ready to improvise. Remy uses her combat robot Bribon to help distract and eliminate the cultists.
We got him, Bribon.
The blood. Can't remember, chat, when this comes out, but I think I'll play this. It looks good. Looks like a killer clown, jeez.
Everyone's safe. Let's move on.
Lucky guy.
Exploring Redfall will take you beyond the bounds of reality as you investigate otherworldly psychic spaces to unravel the vampire's secrets. Take this vampire nest. These deadly layers change each time you step inside. Jacob sends out his raven to tag the enemies below. Deb follows up with his teleporter, instantly closing the gap.
Cool.
To destroy a nest, you have to take out its heart, and all of the vampires willing
Literally.
to die to protect it.
Horrible way to die.
What just happened?
Now escape the nest before it comes crashing down.
Nest remnant.
Nests aren't the only psychic spaces. You'll find dangerous pockets all over the island. It's all vampire turf, so tread carefully.
Gotcha.
Jeez.
Redfall won't truly be safe until the vampires are wiped from the map. Outside the main story, another one of your missions is to take back Redfall neighborhood by neighborhood. Find safe houses hidden all over the island, and then work your way up to the vampire controlling the neighborhood. To reclaim this neighborhood, you'll have to defeat a powerful vampire called the Siphon.
The Siphon.
Whether you dive in solo or with friends, each hero can take on any situation. Each brings powerful, unique abilities to the fight, and the upgrades you choose change how they play. Here, Layla's lift ability can be upgraded to launch teammates for airborne attacks.
Cool.
Upgrade Layla's umbrella ability with bullet hail to absorb enemy bullets and release the
energy back at them.
Nice.
There are many ways to customize your hero's ability tree to match your playstyle.
Nice. Let's get some light on the subject.
That's
Hit on
cool.
the arsenal. There's a wide range of weaponry, from military gear to new vampire slaying inventions, from shotguns to sniper rifles.
Well, well.
And of course, there's also vampire stakes. Find these in
Of
the world
course.
to customize your weapons.
I mean, this game actually looks fun. I don't say that about mini games anymore.
When you reclaim significant sections of Redfall, the last step is to face the underboss who controls, or used to control, that neighborhood. Underbosses are powerful elites of the vampire gods, with their own unique abilities, like this one's shield. When you prove yourself against the underboss, you'll receive a key of sorts. A skull that gets you one step closer to facing the ultimate threat, the vampire gods.
Damn.
Thank you for visiting Redfall.
And thank you for all the support you've shown Arcane throughout the years.
We sometimes joke that our games can be tough to define. The one thing that's consistent?
We make the kinds of games we love to play.
And that's how Redfall was born. We blended everything we love here at Arcane.
That's true.
Austin.
Immersive open
They are
worlds,
fun games.
unique and customizable heroes, RPG and FPS gameplay.
And of course, our signature storytelling and rich world building.
Along with our spin on one of the most classic monsters of all time.
Vampires.
It's been amazing to see how all of us have pulled together to deliver our vision for something new.
Redfall is the biggest, most ambitious game we have ever made.
Our teams dove head first into this new opportunity, and we can't wait for you to experience Redfall for yourself.
Thankfully, you won't have to wait too much
Oh,
longer.
gone.
Redfall's coming on
May
May
2nd, nice.
Thank you again for joining us.
And we'll see you soon in Redfall.
Here we go.
Looks fun. We're getting it. Yeah, it looks good. Looks very good. May 2nd. And on Games Pass. Game Pass, nice. Of course. Pre-order or play with Game Pass. Is that it for the show? Oh. Is this the end? Yeah. Wonder if they're going to drop anything.
There we go. 3, 2.
As I said earlier, I always respect the fact when that they actually show gameplay. There's nothing worse than just dropping a trailer sometimes. It's good to actually see a game in action.
It's so much fun to be working with Mojang Studios on Minecraft Legends.
This is our best sounding.
Can't believe it still doesn't have a release date yet, Forza. That's surprising.
Yeah, that was alright.
The old Shadow Drop. Might check it out in a moment. I don't know what time it officially is released.
Thanks, and see you in Tamriel.
Alright, let's do this.
Jesus. Is that it then? Looks like that is it. What do we think then, chat? What are we thinking? Start one at a time. I think Minecraft Legends looks pretty good. I'm not really a Minecraft guy, but I do like strategy games. It looks pretty good. Still not sure if I'd play it though personally, just pure. It's not really my thing. Then it was Forza Motorsport, I believe, next. I mean, they always look gorgeous. I prefer Forza Horizon personally. I'm not really. I don't know. I just find it a bit boring when all you're doing is just driving around a track the whole time. But for anyone that they're into their cars, it looks good. But like, they always do. Then we had was it Hi-Fi Rush next, which was cool that they shadow dropped it. Like that was a nice surprise. Art style was quite an interesting choice. Humor's very Guardians of the Galaxy, and Marvel as a whole. Gameplay looks interesting. What do they call it? A rhythm action, or what was it? Like rhythm action game, something like that. I think they called it. The only thing I can think of that comes close to that was that what was that sort of Zelda, a spiritual Zelda successor kind of game. It was like a rhythm game on the Switch. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. That's the only other sort of rhythm game that I can kind of think of that's maybe similar in a way to this. But I mean, it looked good, interesting. It's different. And then we had the Elder Scrolls Online, the Necrom expansion or whatever. Never played Elder Scrolls Online. It did its job. It made me want to play it. The only problem is if you're jumping in at this stage, it's a bit daunting, isn't it? Like with any sort of MMO or any large sort of evolving game, jumping in at this sort of stage in its life is always a bit difficult. But it looked good. I don't know if anyone watching's played Elder Scrolls Online, but as I say, it did its job. It made me want to play it. I just don't know if I will. And then finally, Redfall, which is probably the game I'm most interested in personally. Looks fun, like all of their games, and it looks like even if you're playing it single player, it looks like it still could be a fun game. I think it's definitely a game for playing with friends and other people. But it looks fun. The open world looks interesting. The vampire designs are quite unique, and the abilities look cool as well. So I mean, I'm excited for Redfall. It's probably the game out of them that I am the most, like I say. And it's cool that we've got a date now of May the 2nd, which isn't that far away. So I mean, it was okay. The direct, not really anything too exciting. I mean, I wasn't quite sure what they were or weren't going to show, so I kept the expectations low. But yeah, let me know in the comments whether or not you're excited for any of the games shown today. At least they're all coming reasonably soon, or today even. It's just Forza that isn't. So at least out of the 5 games that were shown, we'll be playing 4 of them by summer. But I'm hoping that they're going to keep doing these directs and giving us some more games for us Xbox fans, because it is a bit bare bones at the moment. I mean, even like I literally went on yesterday. I've got Games Pass, and I went on yesterday, and I was like having a look, and I was like, not really anything at the moment, other than your standards. But yeah, let me know what you think. I'm probably gonna wrap that there. There's not too much really to react on. I might see when this Hi-Fi Rush is out. They said in a few hours. I might check if it's available already to download, because I don't know what size it is in terms of gigabytes, and I might just preload that and maybe try it tonight if it's out, in the next hour or so. Other than that, thank you for tuning in. To anyone that's still watching, my name's Jackson. You can find me on YouTube, Twitch, all the usual stuff. I do reactions, reviews. I do live game streams. I do a bit of everything really. So check me out if you haven't already. I mean, the viewers in there probably are already regulars to the channel, but if you're not, welcome and consider subscribing. I'm in the middle of setting up a schedule for live streaming. Haven't got that nailed down yet. I do work full time, so it's hard to sort of say this is the day I'm gonna stream. But I do drop regular videos though, at least, which you can find on my YouTube. So I will see you next time.